So, according to me, and in my perspective, from my experience, I believe that we live this life through three windows at least. I mean, we reach to the fourth window, fifth window as the time progresses, and if at all we have the intent. But at the base level, we all live this life from three windows, and that is the reason why uh, I believe that this is called a three-dimensional life, 3D. Now, which are those three windows? I can only speak from my experience and how I have looked at my life from those three windows. My first window is the mental body window, how I see life in terms of logics, in terms of decisions, choices. Yeah, what is right, what is not, where is danger, what's going to keep me safe, what might put me in a harm's way, all of that, So, mental body window, that's the first window. Now, the second window that I have looked at my life is through an emotional body window. Because no matter what we say, our emotions are of supreme importance as humans, because what we feel, what we express itself defines our entire life on yeah, at a deeper level, not just on the surface. And the third, that is very important for me, is to look at my life from a spiritual window. Now, when I say spiritual window, it's not the spirituality in terms of, oh, either you become religious or you become an atheist or you believe in these, um, fancy words. No, for me, it was about I have come here with a purpose, because there must be some reason why a lot of things that happened, they just happened. I had no explanation, and nobody else had an explanation of why those things happened, but they just happened. So, in the end, you got to just accept that, okay, this is how life was meant to be. So, I started looking at my lives from all three windows, not just one window, because no one window is invalid. I don't believe that head and heart has to be in war. For me, my head has, when I say head, it's the mind. My mind has a very significant role to play in this life. So does my heart. So does my soul. And so is the body that's containing all these three bodies together. So for me, the three body problem is not some cosmic problem, it's the problem that exists on this planet. Because we have been constantly choosing one over the other. Everybody is living a life when suddenly they become spiritually aligned or enlightened, they start rejecting everything that's on the outside that exists. They start rejecting the reality. And for me, that is not how you bring the alignment. Or someone who is emotional at their core, they start rejecting all the logical sides of them. And then if somebody is logical, they find it offensive when someone calls them sensitive. So for me, it's not a problem that we need to be worried about at the cosmos level. We need to be worried about that problem at our 3D level. How do we bring alignment between these three so that this physical body, this vessel that's been carrying these three bodies for all this while, can function in its optimum capacity? Like yeah, like a machine, I would say, because each cell of our body has a purpose. just like every organ, just like every tissue, just like every vein, um, has a purpose. So, what I truly feel that we need to come bring back in our lives is the alignment, the balance between the three. I don't confuse my head with heart. I let them do their own jobs. I don't interfere. I don't question why my heart is feeling that way. Why is my mind thinking that way? Or why my soul is nudging me to do things that I don't want to do, or that I feel, oh my god, people are going to judge me for that. So I let them take the lead. Where I know that I have to take the lead, I come forward and say, okay, now I will take the lead, but I need support from all three of you. I sit with my mind and try to figure out what my mind feels about that situation. Uh, feels, yeah, thinks and feels about, according to me, my mind also feels. So what my mind feels about the situation, and what my heart thinks about the situation, and what does my soul have to say. If my soul says, oh, you know this is not aligned, this is not what we signed up for, I try to figure out, okay, where is um, where is the missing link, what happened, because if I feel like doing something, I want to make sure that I come back with no regrets after that. So yeah, I think we all need to start looking at our lives from these three windows first, as a whole, and not as saying, I reject the logical side, or I reject the idea of reality itself, or I reject the emotions, or I reject this planet was not created to reject. This planet was created to teach us how to embrace. So I think we need to bring that embracing culture rather than rejecting or cancel culture.